Yes, now family, welcome back to another video on Jazza TV. Today we're going to talk about 5 fights that didn't happen with world champions. So this is a question I asked a lot of fighters all the time really. I've been in a conversation with a fighter who don't know much about the career. I always ask, who did you nearly fight? Because there's some interesting stories there about fights that nearly happened with fighters. Could say like Muhammad Ali was close to fighting, you know, Mike Tyson, because he was coming up and he was at the end, one of them, you know what I mean? It just never materialised, but it was spoken of and it nearly happened. And I've asked a good few fighters these, and some of the stories that come up are unbelievable really, and you think, wow, imagine that would have happened. So for me, I was having to think, and there's 5 world champions, 5 people who went on to win a world title who I could have fought and didn't fight, but the fight was already sort of agreed or scheduled. The first one, 2010, was against Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad beat me twice. He beat me for the British title and he beat me for the world title. So obviously he went on to win a world title. I've got the evidence. But in 2010, the Boxing Board of Control put us both out for purse bids to fight for the English title. And their team withdrew from the purse bids, and I never, because I was probably too proud or I didn't understand the business. But their team had been around for a long time and they understood the business, and it weren't worth fighting each other for the English title. Obviously we fought each other we were both ranked, I think we were both on the list for Young Fighter of the Year when we fought for the British title, and then we fought for the world title later on down the line. So obviously they knew a bit more than I did at the time about turning professional and to make it make sense, and that's what I didn't realise at the time. But yeah, 2010, John Fernandez stepped in and won my first professional title, which was the English title. Number 2 was a fella called Jason Maloney. Jason Maloney, I think, won the WBO world title not long ago. I think he could be still currently world champion. But we were supposed to fight on it was on an undercard of a boxing Commonwealth Federations. It was not the Commonwealth Games, it's called the Commonwealth Federations. It's in Liverpool and St George's all it was at the time. Maloney probably never noticed. And he never know it was me, only that I remembered his name because we didn't fight him. We were supposed to fight and I probably already latched on to him, you know what I mean? I know I'm going to fight him, and it didn't happen. But anyway, yeah, Maloney from Australia, he went on to win a world title. He's doing well in his career, but it was on the undercard. As I said, in the Commonwealth Federations, there was some good fighters in there. I remember watching Billy Joe Saunders for the first time live, thinking, wow, this fella's amazing. Some good fighters. You had David Price, Stephen Smith. I think Stephen Smith might have been there. I'm not too sure if Joe Selkirk was fighting, but there were some good fighters, some really good fighters on this card anyway when you look back. And England got some gold medals, a few good nations in there, Canada, Australia, like I said. But yeah, it would have been nice to get on that undercard, but it didn't happen. Another one just recently, a fella who was a world champion, was Josh Warrington. We had a fight agreed. We agreed the pace, we agreed the date, we agreed the venue, everything about it was supposed to be in the O2. I don't like speaking figures on YouTube and shit like that, but the fight was supposed to be in the O2 arena. I think the small arena, is it something like 20,000 or something like that in there? And I was waiting for the announcement. I was waiting for them to send the contract over so I could sign it. Everything was agreed. I had agreed. His promoter and his manager and his coach, they'd all agreed, and he was the only one left not to agree. Obviously it's on then, isn't it? If for most fighters it's on if that's the case. It's normally the other way around where everyone else doesn't agree and the fighter's pushing for it. But yeah, all of a sudden it just went off the boil, and I was saying every day to my manager Tony Bellew at the time, what's happening? So is this fight going to happen or not? Because I'm waiting for the announcement and I'm in camp. And yeah, tomorrow, and then a few days went by and it just went off the boil. And then I watched the YouTube episode interview, and he was talking on the YouTube, and he had the balls to say I couldn't find no one to fight me, so he said something along the lines of, so I was just winning the chippy. I said I was just waiting for the date, couldn't get no one to fight me. But the truth was he was he was telling porkies he had someone there waiting for him to fight, but weren't this time apparently. So yeah, that was number 3. Number 4, Leo Santa Cruz for the WBC world title. It was around 2015 and I'm in the gym getting my hand wrapped, and I think I just fought for the British title just before it, and he had a broken nose at the time, and I was overweight, and my coach said to me, Michael Stevenson said to me, Jazza, you've been offered to fight Leo Santa Cruz, and I when you get a world title shot, or you get the opportunity and someone tells you, it breaks the news to you, it's like you just got off a ride or something like that. It's just your adrenaline, just big rush hits you, and I think I ran out the room. I don't know where I was running, I was just trying to, I don't know, I just got loads of energy, and when I came back in, I think I said, when is it, like, and he said, fuck off, you soft cunt, you've got a broken nose and it's only in 2 weeks, you can't make the weight. So that didn't happen, but yeah, that was it. I was still trying to convince myself, trying to convince me, no, I can make it. The nose is alright, but as you can see, the nose is still not alright now. But that was Leo Santa Cruz. Number 5 on the list is Guillermo Gonzo. For the first time I was supposed to fight him. He was a world champion. Not too sure if he was world champion at the time, or something had gone on political between the belts, one of the belts maybe stripped him or something like that at the time. But I took the fight, and he was supposed to fight, train for the fight, biggest fight of my life, and it was in Liverpool. This was also 2015, and about 2 weeks out, there was rumours started going around that he can't get a visa and stuff like that. But as a fighter, you don't give a bollocks to you. It's just all gossip, you know what I mean? The fight's going to happen. And we get to the press conference, was it? Media workout, and fighting on Saturday. Media workout's normally on a Thursday or a Wednesday, so 3 days before, and he still weren't there at this point at the media workout. And I remember someone saying in there, remember it vividly, no, we can't get visa issues, he's been to Russia to try and get in via Russia or something like that. But I remember thinking, no, he'll be here, but then find out 2 days, I think it was the day before the weigh-in, no, he's not going to get here, and he had someone replacement already, so that was a sickener. But I did get the fight a few months later, but that was the fight that didn't happen. I've got a good few of these stories, by the way, so I'll just finish in the last one now. Kiko Martinez, 2016 maybe, supposed to fight, both mandatory, maybe he was the champion for the EBU European title, and he had to pull out because he got an opportunity to fight against Leo Santa Cruz for the WBC world title, and he pulled out, and then that was understandable. I didn't complain about that one, but then I was left to be mandatory still against the fella called Abigail Medina, and then I pulled out then because I got an opportunity to fight Rigondeaux for the second time, so I took that instead. But yeah, ask a fighter, if you see a fighter, ask him, say, who did you never fight, what one was close. I've got some great stories, but they're not mine to tell, about fighters. When I've asked this question, it's a great question, you should ask fighters, who didn't you fight? You get some amazing answers. Anyway, that was 6 world champions that I didn't fight, and I nearly did at some point or another in my career. If you've got any ideas of any videos what you want me to put up, then put them in the comments below. But yeah, thanks for watching, have a lovely day, family. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment for the algorithm below.